Oh shit. Sonny got caught slipping. Motherfucker woke up in the land of the dead, man. Anyway, we start off, everybody is shook. The four heavenly kings, I mean, they are shook. Everybody's sweating. And if you've seen them from the last chapter, they all leaned over to the side like this. Like the fucking Monkey King got them leaning, man. Anyway, he's just standing there, and Toriko's like, is this the dude? Is this him? He said, when we seen Heracles, remember the last one? When I seen him, he said, I knew it was him. Why? Because he was the size of about 10 cities. Well, literally, probably in the real world, he probably was the size of maybe 2 cities, 2 small cities. The thing was fucking huge, though. Like he was big enough for you to fit a whole, at least 2 towns in, 2 small towns. But this motherfucker was huge. So he said, I knew it was him. He said, now this time, this motherfucker is tiny. Like the Monkey King is only really, MangaMiyn is only really about the size of like a normal human. He's about like 6 foot tall, something like that. Because if you see him standing next to Toriko, he looks about the same size, but the camera's closer to him. So obviously he's smaller than Toriko. So he's probably like size of a normal human, about 6 feet. If he's tall, he's probably, if he's like Coco size, like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. He's short though, in comparison to Toriko and Zebra. And he's like, man, he said, this guy is small. He said, I wonder if this is really him. Why? Because he got 4 disciples. It could be any of them motherfuckers. Because the Monkey King could be somebody, he could be one of the Monkey King's disciples. He said, so let me check this motherfucker. Shot the laser at his ass, right? The scanner, the Pokemon ball, the Pokeball, to see whether it was, to see what his species was. I mean, he shot the Pokédex at his ass, found out, what he really was. And Sonny's looking at the screen. Big mistake. Motherfucker looking at the screen. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, oh shit. He says, is this an error? Is this wrong? It says 6,000. Over 6, no, I'm playing, but 6,000 even. That means that the Horse King, whatever, Heracles, he was like 5,000 something. I'm guessing. Remember, they said that he was that the Monkey King is supposed to be stronger than him, right? So obviously he's got to be maybe like 200, points above. So I'm guessing that Heracles is somewhere around like 5,800, something like that. That got to be a good guess. But anyway, this is the crazy thing about it. It came up on his damn iPad, right? So the person that, remember, they got these in. The person that the way the scanner works is somebody's, what's his name, IG or whatever. Remember the ingredients identification? I forgot what it's called. Ingredients identification, which is everything they've eaten. They use that to get the information for these things. So whoever they got it from ate pear. They've fought the Monkey King and eaten pear or whatever. So the person who they got this from had to be Jiro or somebody like that. It had to be, or Ichiru, somebody. It's got to be somebody. Somebody up there, somebody extra fucking strong. Anyway, he's at 6,000. And if you don't know, the Battle Wolf is at the Battle Wolf that we saw was at 6,600. I mean 6,060. So they're neck and neck. But he's right there with the Battle Wolf, and he's only what? He's short. He's only like 6 something. Now check this out. Here's the crazy thing. He would talk about something. I think the Battle Wolf's eating God. I think the Battle Wolf eating God. Yeah, Battle Wolf eating God. At this point in time, knowing that the Monkey King is MangaMiyn is number 2, and the Battle Wolf is only 660, capture levels above him. He ain't eating no damn God. That's pretty much out of the question right about now. Anyway, after that, everybody gets on their guard. And I think what it is MangaMiyn is playing with these motherfuckers. He's laughing and joking and smiling and shit like that. And everybody's on guard. Sonny blinked just for a split second. He went like this. This motherfucker slept on the Monkey King just for a split second. And they said that that split second could be, your life or death. And I like how they did that. Why? Because remember when Jiro saved Toriko's ass from the gourmet world? He told him, he said, you can't sleep for a minute. And now we really see why you can't. Remember Toriko, he said you're sleeping. You're not on your full guard at all times. And when they said that, I thought they meant like relative to like how we are. They really meant like literally. You can't be off guard for a nanosecond. Cause this motherfucker blinked, and when next thing he sees is the fucking land of the dead. Motherfucking body parts all over the place. Toriko's was his arm here and there. Coco's legs is blown off. Zebra's head is gone. Man, this shit's crazy. But I know that none of this shit really happened. Ain't no way they're gonna kill everybody off that quick. Not only that, check this out. Everything is like in the gray scale. He's using that impression on Sunny. I think he's using it on all of them, but being that Sunny blinked, that caught him even harder. But and Sunny was shook when he seen the damn the iPad, right? And the reason why I said this got to be a damn trick, that, you know, when they do the impression where they leave that imprint of their attack or whatever on you. Because first off, they showed in the grayscale like they've been doing before. Second of all, Sunny's the one that's blinked, but yet everybody else dead, but Sunny's still alive. Come on now. Sunny would have been dead if that was the case. And they're not going to end it like that. I mean, because think about it. This whole manga be gone. Just like that. Anyway, Sunny, he just sat down. This motherfucker was like, you know what? Let me take a breather. Let me sit my ass down. And he just sat there, and that was it. Sunny is fucking done. I like how they tied in that shit. Also, remember when Toriko first met up with Starjin, he said that in that short amount of time that we were standing here, he said, I could have killed you 10 times. Now, like when he said that, I thought he was joking. I think what they're doing is solidifying that in this chapter. They ain't playing. Motherfuckers can kill you that quick. Bambina could have killed this monkey ass, could have killed Sunny's monkey ass like that. Well, like he could have opened, you know how you blink, when he closed his eyes, he could have just closed his eyes and that'd have been it. Wouldn't even get a chance to even open them, just from a blink. He closes his eyes and wakes up dead, just like that. So here's the thing I don't like about this chapter. They still building up Bambina. They could have just not. They could have did this shit in like one chapter. You know, the throwing the mountains around around the world and shit like that, building up Bambina and whatnot. We got whole chapters dedicated to just Bambina, you know, leaving impressions or throwing a mountain around the world. Let's get back into the action, baby. Fuck this thing, because this chapter was just, you know, Sunny being shook, which I get, and they did serve his purpose. Like I said, I like how they tied in, you know, Jiro's, you know, when Jiro took Toriko, got Toriko out of the gourmet world and whatnot, and he was trying to explain how harsh it is. Now we've really seen that, so I think it was necessary that they showed it, but I just think they should have condensed that shit, because we got a whole chapter just dedicated to him just fucking Sunny up. He didn't even fight Sunny yet. It's basically a genjutsu. That's what just happened in this chapter. But actually, I'm gonna say that I like this chapter, and I'm gonna give it a 4. It's a chapter, you know, it standing on its own, a 4. But I'm just adding in the fact that we've getting chapters and chapters and chapters of them building up Bambina. We finally got to him. We got another build up. You understand? So I want to finally get into this shit. Toriko got to pull out that fucking blue, what's the name? Gourmet devil, whatever. That's going to be the only way they can fuck with this dude. Anyway, let me go ahead and see the comments. Started, pussy. Yeah. I did start. Underrated game. You gonna stay underrated, keep playing like that. Okay, what up? Yeah, what's going on? Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that.